Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my Dobrev inspired makeup tutorial. So I've already got foundation and concealer on, and I've already done the eyeshadow on this eye just to kind of get a head start, and we're going to get started. So I'm using mostly drugstore products, and pretty much everything is except for the eyeshadow base. That's just because I don't really have one from a drugstore, but I know L'Oreal Decrease is good, and also I know that NYX has a new eyeshadow base, and so you might try that too. I haven't really heard if it's good or not. I'm sure it is. Anyway, so I'm just going to be using this Pixie Epoxy by Fyrinnae. I'm not sure how you say the name, but it's an online makeup store and stuff. I can put the link in the box. And I'm just going to put this on my eye. And this is actually a really cheap primer, and it's super good. It's especially good for mineral pigment or mineral eyeshadows and stuff. So for the first eyeshadow color, I'm going to be using my famous, well, I think it's famous because I use it all the time, Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. It's Paradise Cove is the color. I'm going to be using this taupe brown right here, and I'm going to use my small Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush. I'm warning you now, this is a very simple look. She does seem to wear very minimal makeup in the TV show, which is what I assumed I got this request for, but also even in like photo shoots and stuff, she often wears very minimal makeup, so that's what this is. So, as you can probably tell by the pictures. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply this on my eyelid. I'm looking at a closer mirror here. And just patting that on. You really only need to get your brush in the color once because it shows up so well, especially on this eyeshadow base. Okay, so just like that, not too hard. Now I'm going to take my Red Earth tapered blending brush and get some more of that same color, not too much. And we're going to put this in the crease, and don't go too high, just kind of keep it right in that crease area. If you don't really have a crease, then you can just kind of make one. Or just bring it up to about the middle of your eyelid area. Okay, so pretty much just like that. Don't extend it too far over here. Make sure that you keep an eye on that. And now I'm going to take a large fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to pick up a Jane eyeshadow. The color is Coolest Coral, and that's what that looks like. Just a real light, good highlight color. And I'm just going to put my brush in there, tap off the excess, and I'm going to use this to blend out that crease a little bit. And I'm basically just going to run it along the edge and then just kind of use little circle motions and just blend the crease so there's not a harsh line there. But I'm using a lighter color so that we don't get the dark color going all the way up to the brow bone, because that would not be very nice looking. I mean, maybe for a different look, but not for this one. Okay, looking good. Now I'm going to take just a different brush and just kind of pack it on. I'm using a large Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow. And I'm just going to put that on underneath the eyebrow. And take a little bit kind of on the edge of the brush and put that in the tear duct, and also blend it just a little bit on that inner corner of the eye, or of the eyelid. Make sure the other side's even. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow at the moment. I am going to be using another eyeshadow, but I'm using that as liner. So let's get started on that. The color I'm using is by Milani. Now this is not, I don't think, sold anymore, but if you get the Jane eyeshadow in Clubbing, excuse me, it's exactly the same thing, like almost exactly. So this is Milani Storm. It's a black with a bunch of shimmer. And so this will be really nice. I noticed that the eyeliner that she seems to be wearing in the picture that I have kind of has a little bit of a gray hint to it, or kind of a gray blue, and it really makes her brown eyes stand out, even though she's using like a brown eyeshadow. But the liner, so I figured that since this has this shimmer in it, that will kind of shine and look more kind of a gray blue color, and I tested it out. It looked really pretty. Anyway, enough chit chat. Getting my Bare Minerals eyeliner brush. Gonna spray that with a little bit of water. I'm gonna get that right in the brush. Kind of make it a little pasty. You don't want it to be too powdery, or else it's gonna kind of leave some funny fallout. Okay, now with the liner, I'm going to apply it just on like about the half of the eyelid, or the line, whatever. So I'm just gonna start, like I said, about halfway. And she's got it on pretty thick, so you don't have to be too frugal here, but just make sure you get a nice shape. And we're not going to really wing it out or anything, just kind of bring it to a nice end so it's a little bit kind of pointy but not real defined. And I'll make sure, I mean, you've already seen the pictures, so I'll make sure that there's pictures of how this looks, because I can't really get a good close-up of it. So I'm just getting a little more on here so I can make it thicker. Okay, now with what's left on the brush, just kind of wipe it a little bit, and I'm just going to bring that right into the lashes on the bottom. Just to kind of give a little subtle definition. Okay, so that is the eyeliner. Okay, so that's it for the eyes, and now you just want to set your eyebrows, fill them in if you need to. I'm using Ardell Brow Sculpting Gel, and then for mascara, just kind of whatever you want. I guess the more natural the better. I'm going to be using Prestige My Biggest Lashes, and this is not very natural looking, but if I just apply a little bit, it is pretty good looking. Not too like crazy and big. So I'm going to do that and then show you the cheeks and the lips. Okay, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to like me for this, but the blush that I'm using is not from the drugstore. That's only because I don't have a color that she's wearing and I didn't go out and buy one, so I apologize for that. But you should be able to find something like this. Just a peachy blush. It doesn't have to be matte. It can be a little bit, you know, not glittery, sparkly or shimmery. And so just a peachy color. And I'm just going to use a tapered blending brush, or blush brush from Posh. And the application is just under the kind of cheekbone area, so okay. And then for lips, just to make it last longer, I am going to start with a lip pencil. I'm using Revlon Time Liner in Nude. Pretty sure they sell this. I don't know. Whatever lip liner they have, the nude color. And I'm just going to fill my lips in, line them and fill them in really lightly. Alright, and the last thing I'm going to do is apply that lipstick. It's Revlon ColorStay in Smooth Nude. And just any kind of lighter peachy color will be good. Doesn't need to have a lot of pink in it. Peachy nude is what I was trying to say. This is my finished look, and hopefully this helped you out in some way. I feel like this kind of look is actually going to be really popular. It has been popular, but I think it's going to continue to be popular throughout the coming year, and so it's just a really good basic look for school or for something a little bit more like a nighttime look, because it does have that darker liner. I mean, you could wear this in the daytime and get by, I think, but it is a little bit on the darker side for those of you who are more to the natural makeup. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I will see you guys later. Bye!